आज की इस वीडियो में हम पढ़ेंगे ट्रेजर चेस्ट बुक की एक पोएम के कुछ वर्कबुक आंसर्स को। टाइटल है अ कंसिडरेबल स्पेक और ये बीटा पब्लिकेशन बुक के सॉल्यूशंस हैं। तो चलिए सबसे पहले शुरू करते हैं। चूज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन सी। फर्स्ट है व्हाट मेड द स्पीकर नोटिस द स्पेक दैट वुड हैव बीन हिज बीनीथ हिज साइट, कि स्पीकर ने उस धब्बे पर कैसे ध्यान दिया जो उसकी नज़रों के सामने था। आंसर इज इट्स प्रेजेंस ऑन अ वाइट शीट ऑफ पेपर, क्योंकि वो एक सफ़ेद कागज़ के पन्ने के ऊपर था। वाट वॉज स्ट्रेंज थिंग दैट मेड द स्पीकर टू थिंक अबाउट द स्पेक, वो क्या अजीब चीज़ थी जिसकी वजह से स्पीकर ने उस स्पेक के बारे में और ज़्यादा सोचा, उसके ऊपर ध्यान दिया। आंसर इज द स्पेक वॉज अ लिविंग माइट, वो स्पेक वो एक डब्बा एक जीवित प्राणी था। वॉट वॉज इट दैट द स्पीकर सेड द लिविंग माइट कुल्ड कॉल इट्स ओन, वो यहाँ पर इट क्या है जो स्पीकर ने कहा कि माइट कह सकता है कि ये उसकी खुद की है। आंसर इज फीलिंग्स। वॉट वॉज द माइट सस्पिशियन, आंसर इज ऑफ गेटिंग किल्ड बाय द स्पीकर्स पेन, कि कहीं स्पीकर जो है वो अपने पेन से उसको मार ना दे। व्हाट डिड द माइट ड्रिंक और स्मेल, माइट ने क्या ड्रिंक किया और किसकी सुगंध ली। आंसर इज इंक। विच फिगर ऑफ स्पीच इज यूज इन द फेस विद कनिंग क्रैफ्ट, अलिट्रेशन, यहाँ पर अलिट्रेशन फिगर ऑफ स्पीच यूज की गई है। विच पोएटिक डिवाइस इज यूज इन द लाइन गिवन ब्लो विथ लूटिंग फॉर अगेन इट्स टर्न टू फ्लाई, आंसर इज पर्सनिफिकेशन। नेक्स्ट है द स्पीकर डिसाइड नॉट टू किल द माइट बिकॉज ऑफ विच ऑफ इट्स क्वालिटीज, आंसर इज इंटेलिजेंस। Next, which characteristic trait of the speaker is revealed in the line uttered by him, whatever I accorded or it or fate, answer is arrogance. 10th है which figure of speech is used in the line given below, I have one of the tenderer than though, answer is metaphor. नेक्स्ट इसी तरीके से 11th का आंसर है कलेक्टिविज्म। 12th का आंसर I did not intend any harm to him। नेक्स्ट है 13th का आंसर ऑक्सीमोरोन। 14th माइंड इट्स क्रिएटिविटी एंड इमेजिनेशन। 5th का आंसर है हिज ओनर रूटेड इन डिसऑनर स्टोर एंड फेथ अनफेथ kept हिम फॉल्सली ट्रू। आती हैं स्टेंजास के आंसर पर। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है व्हेन डिड द स्पीकर नोटिस अ स्पेक, व्हाई डिड ही फील दैट इट विल हैव बीनीथ हिज साइट। Answer is the speaker noticed the speck when it's moved across the white paper. He felt it would have beneath his sight because it was so small. Second question, why did the speaker idly pose his pen in the air? The speaker posed his pen in the air to stop the speck with a dot of ink. Third, what was strange about it that attracted the speaker's attention? What was the speck in reality? Answer is the strange thing was the speck was moving like it had a mind of its own. It was actually a living mind. Explain the meaning of the last line of this extract. The last line means that the mind had its own desires and behavior, showing it was a living creature. Question 5th. Explain briefly how does this extract justify the title of the poem. The extract shows that even a tiny speck can be important if it's a living creature with intelligence, which justifies calling it considerable. Extract number 2. Question first. Which characteristic trait of the mind is the speaker talking about in the first line of this extract, and why? The speaker is talking about the intelligence of the mind because it shows sign of independent thinking and behavior. Question second, why did the speaker at the first think that the mind did not have feet? What made him change his stance at very next moment? The speaker thought the mind was too tiny to have feet. He changed his mind when he saw it running and moving cleverly, which so it must have had feet. Question number 3, what made the speaker realize that it did not want to die? The speaker realized it did not want to die because it ran in terror and tried to escape. Fourth, what did it do in the middle of the sheet of paper and why? In the middle of sheet, the mind cowered down in the desperation desperation, as if accepting its fate, because it was scared and had nowhere else to go. Question 5. Explain the attitude of the speaker toward the might in this extract. The speaker is compassionate and respectful towards the might, recognize its intelligence and will to live, decide not to harm it. Extract 3. Question first. Which trait in the speaker referring to which he says he does not have? What is the result of lacking his trait? The speaker refers to have collectivism, regimenting love, which means he does not blindly love everyone or everything without considering their individual qualities. As a result, he evaluates being based on their individual characteristics rather than a collective ideology. Question number second. Explain with the reference to the context the meaning of the phrase collectivism regimenting love. आंसर है collectivism wistic regimenting love refers to the force or indiscriminate love for all beings, regardless of their individual merits, which the modern world emphasizes. Question 3. To whom the speaker refers to a poor microscopic item and why? Why does it suggest this about the speaker? What does it suggest about the speaker? Answer is the speaker refers to the mite as the poor microscopic item because it was a tiny harmless creature. This suggests that the speaker is compassionate and recognizes the value of even small life form. Fourth question. Why did the speaker let it lie there? Do you think the speaker was right in doing so? Give reason to support your answer. The speaker let the mite lie there because it was harmless and so sign of intelligence. Yes, the speaker was right in doing so because he respected its life and recognized its individual value. Question number 5. Explain how does this extract reflect on the theme of the poem. Answer is this extract reflects the theme of the poem by emphasizing the importance of individual intelligence and compensate over blind collective ideology. The speaker values the might display of intelligence and choose to spare its life. Highlight the respect of individual being. Fourth question number 1. What does the speaker want to convey by saying that he has a mind? Which characteristic trait of the speaker is conveyed by his assertion? The speaker wants to convey that he is intelligence and capable of recognize intelligence in other. This assertion conveys that the speaker value intellect and individual thought. Question second. Where does the speaker find the mind? In which guise does he find it? How does he recognize it? The speaker finds the mind in the action of the mind on his sheet of paper. He recognizes it through the mind behavior, which show sign of intelligence and independent thinking. Question number 3. How does the speaker reward it for the displaying its mind? Why does the speaker not punish it for trespassing his sheet of paper? The speaker rewards the mind by allowing it to live and remain on the paper. He does not punish it because he respects its display of intelligence and does not see it as harmful. Question number 4. What is the reason of the speaker feeling of gladness? Give the symbolic meaning of the line. The speaker feels glad to see any sign of intelligence and independent thought. Symbolically, on any sheet, the least display of mind suggests the speaker value creative intellect and individual expression in any form. Question number 5. Answer is the central theme of the poem is the value of intelligence and individual thought. The mind thought that small and seemingly insignificant display intelligence, which the speaker appreciates and respects. This highlights the importance of recognizing and valuing individual intellect, regardless of size or significance. Extract 5, question number 1. What is referred to by it that pose with suspicion? Why did it do so? It refers to the mind is posed with suspicion because it senses the presence of poet pen, which is perceived as a potential cheat. Second, why did it start racing wildly after a pause? Why was the manuscript not yet dry? Answer is the mind started racing wildly after a pause, like because it wanted to avoid the threat posed by the pen. The manuscript was not yet dry because the poet had recently written on it. Question number 3. What did it drink or smell with looting? Why? What did it do after that? The mite drank or smelled the ink on the manuscript with looting because it found the ink unpleasant. After that, it turned to fly away, trying to escape the unpleasant ink. Question number 4. Explain briefly the use of imaginary in the extract. Answer is the imagery in the extract vividly describe the mite action, creating a clear picture of its movement and responses. Faces like pose with suspicion, racing wildly, and drank or smelt with loading help readers visualizing the mite's cautious, hurried, and repulsed behavior. Question number 5. How does the speaker deal with the mite? What makes him do so? The speaker deals with the mind by choosing not to kill it, allowing it is to live instead. He does this because he recognizes the mind display of intelligence and independent thought. This action justifies the theme of the poem, which emphasizes the value of intelligence and individuality, regardless of being size or perceived significance.